Chukwudi, what exactly is your work? 2 years, you have sold phone, you have sold car, you have sold shoes, and now you are selling furniture. What exactly is your work? Now, are you like Chukwudi, that you have been selling different kind of things? I understand. I'm sure it's because you are trying to make ends meet. Country hard. That is one of the reasons why in the next 100 days, I'm going to be showing you a better way of doing this thing. How you can find purpose, how you can stay and focus on a business and build it and become a huge name. I'm going to be teaching you how to build a successful business. And even if you decide that you want to go online and you want to diversify, I'm going to be showing you exactly how to do it. And also I'm going to be fixing that mindset of yours that has been taking you pure. Join me on this 100-day journey. It's absolutely free. Titled Mind and Money. I am going to be teaching you skills that will help you transform not just your mind but also your pocket. Click on the link below to get registered. See you there. All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to day 64. Right, I am very sorry for starting a little late today, and but I mean it's due to today is Easter, of course, so and due to one or two circumstances beyond my control. But like I said, every single day we will be live here for 100 days, and today is no exception. All right, so without wasting much of our time, let's go straight to what we have today. Right, okay, so I'm going to be very brief and very short because one, I started very late, and also because I have so many other things I need to attend to. Okay, so for today, we are looking at growth series. Another growth series, what we are looking at is the principle of pain. The principle of pain. Now, you cannot grow without pain. Okay, how do I put it? Every problem, every problem introduces a person to a different version of themselves. Every problem introduces a person to a different version of themselves. And the truth is, every time we encounter a painful experience, we get to know ourselves better. Right? So one of the things you need to understand is that in the course of your growth, in the course of you growing, you would experience pain. I mean, you would experience pain, and that pain will will go a long way to define who you are and who you become, right? So you need to understand that pain is a big tool for growth. You would have to become uncomfortable with where you are. Bad things will happen to you. So you need to consciously transform those bad experiences into an instrument for growth, right? You need to consciously transform those bad experiences to an instrument for growth, right? Okay, so somebody said, I've never known anyone who said, I love problems, but I've known many who have admitted that their greatest gains came in the middle of their pains. I would say that again. I have never known anyone who said, I love problems, but I've known many who have admitted that their greatest gains came in the middle of their pains. Right? I cannot tell you how many ideas have been bettered in the place of pain. I cannot begin to tell you. And let me tell you a few things about pain. Everyone has them. You see, whatever it is you think you're going through, right? Everybody has them. Everybody has pain. Life is full of ups and downs. Life is full of ups and downs, right? And the problem is that a lot of people want ups and ups, but it doesn't happen that way. Life doesn't happen in ups and ups. It's ups and down. Just the same way when we look at the trading chart, we expect the chart to just rise. The chart will not just rise. We expect the chart to rise, drop, rise, drop, rise, drop. That is what life is, right? So a lot of people, if they had the power to avoid negative circumstances, they are going to do that, right? But somebody said, I try to take life one day at a time. But lately, Several days have attacked me at once. Right? So you need to understand that pain is a part of life. And expecting the world to treat you fairly just because you are a good person it doesn't really happen. Doesn't really happen. You understand? Now, if you've seen all these, all these games that they play where they hold red cloth and they charge and they show the red cloth to a bull, and the bull charges the person. That you are a vegetarian doesn't mean if you hold red cloth, the bull will not charge you. Just the fact that you are living, you would experience pain. That's number one. Everybody has them. Number two, no one likes pain. Nobody likes pain. Do you understand? Nobody likes pain. If you give everybody a chance, they are going to avoid the pain. They are going to avoid the pain. No one likes pain, whether when they are in the middle of a bad experience. Nobody likes it. It's usually very painful, right? And let me tell you another thing. Number three, a few persons have learned to make bad experiences positive experiences. How do I mean? A few persons have learned to turn turn their pain to gain, to turn their miseries to mysteries. A few persons see a lot of ideas have been bettered in the place of pain. Warren Lester said, success in life comes not from holding a good hand, but in playing a poor hand well. I wish I could explain this. But majorly what this guy is saying is tough times come to a lot of people. Tough times come to a lot of people. Success in life is not because tough times never came to you. It's not because tough times did not come to you, but it's because you learned to turn the tough time to a good time, to a good experience. Now, let me give an example. If you've played the game of Monopoly, you will discover that most times the way you move around the board is based on rolling a dice, picking a chance, landing on the community chest. You cannot decide where you land. You cannot determine what you roll on the die. But one thing, no matter how bad whatever you roll on the die is, success is being able to turn the hand, irrespective of the numbers you are rolling on the die, irrespective of the chances you are picking, irrespective of the community chest you are taking. Success is being able to play a poor hand very well. Right? Now, there are a couple of pains you would have to learn. There are a couple of pains that you should be very wary of. Why? So you can use them consciously as a tool for growth. Number one, the pain of inexperience. The pain of inexperience. Have you ever lost a job just because you don't have the right experience? Have you ever messed up at a deal? Have you ever lost a deal? Have you ever lost something because you lack the experience? That's one. Number two, the pain of incompetence. The pain of incompetence. Not being able to actually live up to the expectation. Right? Then there are so many pains you could grow from. There's the pain of disappointment. Yes, I'm sure you can relate to that. There's the pain of conflict. There's the pain of change. There's the pain of bad health. There's the pain of hard decisions. There's the pain of financial loss. I'm sure most of you can relate to that. There's the pain of relationship loss. There's the pain of not being number one. Trust me. Trust me. You see, these pains are tools for your growth. If you fall out of a relationship, you can decide to soak yourself in your sorrow. Or you can decide to say, I'm going to make sure that this decision this person made will be one of the worst decisions they've ever made, because I'm going to be the best version of myself. That's the pain. That's turning the pain of relationship loss to a growth. Right? There's the pain of not being number one. What should it drive you to do to be the best at whatever it is you want to do? There's the pain of responsibility. The pain of responsibility. You need to understand this. If you want to grow, you will need to embrace these pains. You need to embrace these pains. Wanting everyone to be happy and making tough decisions were incompatible taxes. You cannot want everybody to be happy and make tough decisions, or while making tough decisions. You cannot want everybody to be happy while making tough decisions. What that means is that when you make tough decisions, some people are going to be affected negatively. And that is what good leadership is about. So you must learn all of this, that pain is a part of growth. Life is not the way it is supposed to be. Life is the way it is. Understand that. The way you cope with it is what makes the difference. There's no, not be like this, my life's supposed to be. No, bro. No, sis. Life is not the way it's supposed to be. Life is the way it is. What makes the difference is how you cope with it. Now, how do you turn your pain into gain? Number one, always pick the positives. Always pick the positives. Experience is not really the best teacher, but it sure does serve as the best excuse for not trying to do the same silly thing again. I've always said, experience is only a good teacher when it's someone else's experience. And the experience is never enough until you've learned from it. So the first thing you need to understand when you are experiencing pain is, what is the positives? What can I take? What is the positive thing I can take out of this? That's number one. Number two, embrace and develop your creativity. Having decided that, okay, yes, these and these are the positives from this, embrace it. Embrace it. You would have to go back and dig deep. Your creativity will be called to play. Right? Embrace it. Life begins at the end of your comfort zone, according to Donald Walsh. Life begins at the end of your comfort zone. And do you know what is at the end of your comfort zone? Pain. Because it's no more comfortable. You will need courage to stay there. And life begins at the end of your comfort zone. Right? So embrace it. When you have a bad experience, instead of letting it discourage you and make you angry, try to find a way to let it prompt your creativity. How can I avoid something like this next time? Number three, embrace the values of that experience. Yes, it's a bad experience, but embrace the values. Okay, so if you fell out of a relationship, what happened? What went wrong? If it's financial loss, what did you do wrong? What did you do right? Where and where? You know? President Kennedy said that it was quite easy. Somebody sunk my boat. It's one of the easiest things somebody can say. It's always easier to see something positive in a negative experience long after it has happened. Embrace the value of bad experiences. Facing difficulties is inevitable. That's the truth. But learning from it is optional. Like I will always say, what makes a man? It's not just manhood. Manhood makes you male. Manhood makes you male. pain and responsibility makes you a man. Facing difficulties is inevitable, but learning from them is optional. Right? Number 4, make good changes after learning from bad experience. It's not enough to learn from it. You need to effect the change. You need to effect the change. Somebody said, a bend in the road is not the end of the road unless you fail to make the turn. Ah, jeez. Powerful. A bend, now you're driving and there is a bend. The road is there's a U-turn or there's a bend. Maybe you cannot see that the other side. Maybe you have to, maybe because of a hill or something. A bend in the road is not the end of the road unless you fail to make the turn. Trust me, if you fail to make the turn, that's the end of the road for you. Having bad experiences is okay. Learning from them is optional. And it's not just learning from them, effecting changes after learning from them. Not everything that is faced can be changed, but nothing can be changed until it is faced. Not everything that is faced can be changed, but nothing can be changed unless it is faced. Right? So, number 5, take responsibility for your life. Stop blaming people. Stop blaming your uncle, your background, your friend, your neighbor. Stop blaming all of those things. Right? Take responsibility for your life. Stop asking why me? Who if for be? If it's not you, who do you think is suited to experience pain? There's nobody that is more suited to experience pain. What I want to tell you tonight is that you take responsibility for your pain. Take responsibility for your pain. And if you do all this, you would have been able to turn your pain to gain. And it will help you move from where you are presently to where you ought to be. And looking at bringing this home to minds and money, there's the pain of financial loss. Yeah, there's the pain of financial loss. I know you have gone through losses. And a lot of people think, I've lost money in crypto, so I shouldn't do crypto again. I've lost money in Forex, so I shouldn't do Forex again. I've lost money online, so I should run away from online business. No. Go back and think on these things. Then you'll be able to find how to turn your pain to gain. Thank you very much. I hope you gained value. Tomorrow, we'll continue with the business therapy. And until I come your way again tomorrow, thank you for always staying with me, and God bless you. Once again, happy Easter. Peace.